A recent Animal Health Association study found people who asked for help before returning their pet were more likely to keep the pet than those who had not sought advice. The study said make sure you research more than the breed of dog you want. Think about how you will react to problematic situations that may arise and how you picture them fitting in with your existing family. Each year, approximately 1.5 million shelter animals are euthanized. The number of dogs and cats euthanized in the U.S. shelters annually has declined from approximately 2.6 million in 2011. This decline is partially explained by the increase in the percentage of animals adopted and stray animals successfully returned to their owners. The decline is also due to awareness and rehabilitative services that redirect the dog's energy and habits to a more positive path using tools and techniques like the ones in Top Dog. Eddie was saved from death row. He was there because of his poor behavior and serious illnesses. He is now healthy, been rehomed, and taught to get along with others. How would you like to have an obedient dog that stays quiet, does what he's told, and even impresses you and your friends with his good behavior? When you tell him to do something, he does it. His response is perfect. Can you say that about your dog? The truth is that when a lot of owners and trainers tell their problem dogs what to do, they do the wrong thing. So they live in a constant state of fear that their dog may stop cooperating at any time. For many owners and trainers, this is what they're up against. Each time they try, they might get crazy, unexpected non-compliance. So then is it back to the drawing board? Only owners and trainers with a predictable system for changing and practicing behaviors can say, when I put my mind and my techniques to it, the dog learns and the new habits stay in place. Hi, my name is Marty Gates, and in the next few minutes I'm going to share exactly how myself and my customers have taught modified behaviors, needing to calm things down, rounding out a well-balanced dog every single time, and how you can do the same. I'm also going to share with you the biggest mistake most owners and trainers are making when it comes to getting good behavior. The two things that successful owners and trainers have in their arsenal and uninformed pet owners do not. The simple, proven, 4-step system that creates and sustains a quality bond with you and your dog right now. These are the exact same strategies that I have used to correct and rehome over 75 dogs and help dozens of others enjoy their life after being saved from being put down. You see, over the past few years, I've been committed to helping this group of dogs, expanding this rescue effort, resulting in saving them on a huge scale, having rewarding results in the process. So if you're a trainer or rescuer looking to have a predictable way to change these dogs' behavior, then you're definitely in the right place, and you're going to enjoy what I'm about to share with you. Now, the top 3 types of people I work with fall into these 3 categories. Dog owners that are frustrated with their inability to stop bad behavior, dog trainers that want to assist others to help them in every way, and educators and donors willing to pitch in. The best thing about this predictable training is that it targets dogs with behaviors who are not ready to listen, but will now. It works with any and all dogs. It's based on proven results. You can see how important self-control is. Max and Leo will get into every kind of trouble imaginable if left on their own. People working with dogs fall into one of these 2 categories: novice and misinformed humans. Experts, people who are absolutely getting it done, correcting more dogs, spending less time and effort. What is it that makes the expert trainers and rehabilitators of rescue dogs get immediate results? After talking to hundreds of people, being in this industry for years, I have realized that the effective ones have 2 key things in place, while the not so effective ones have only one of the 2 or not any. Well, the best way I can explain this to you is with the story of Alexander Bell. Alexander Graham Bell is most well known for inventing the telephone, increasing the speed of communication by over 100-fold. He came to the U.S. as a teacher of the deaf and conceived the idea of electronic speech while visiting his hearing-impaired mother in Canada when he was 11. At age 12, he invented the simple wheat dehusking machine made of rotating paddles with sets of nail brushes. These are two examples of taking a different approach to solve a laborious problem. So I took a different approach. While most dog people in the world obsess with clicker and other kinds of training, I obsess with getting the dog's attention and keeping it. I focused first on the dog and made him give me his complete attention. Then, when I had the recipe just right, I was able to keep his attention long term, and there's your perfectly behaved dog. This works every time. Because it comes down to this. If you can get your dog to give you 100% of his attention, you can teach him anything. Now let's get down to techniques, and I'll show you exactly how you can get a problem dog to begin learning quickly starting today. Most trainers and whisperers and rescue dog rehabilitators are obsessed with getting their dog to do what they want and completely ignoring what their dog wants. There's only 3 things that matters in rehabilitating rescue dogs, and they are getting the dog's attention and keeping it, conditioning him to stay focused on your commands and following them, and reinforcing those commands. If you're not getting the results you want in your training sessions, then let me ask you these 2 questions. How many conditioning sessions did you do in the last 3 days? What did you do in the last 3 days to reinforce the positive behavior? You see, with consulting on conditioning sessions, it's easy to get distracted by many different activities, but the raw reality is that you only need to do these 2 things. The winners in the conditioning game know 2 things: the best way to apply conditioning sessions and how to keep the conditioning in place. Well, it starts when I begin talking to the dog owner. By talking to them about their problem in a vivid and detailed way, it makes them think that we've been following them around or watching them. Then we target the dog with the right message that strikes a nerve and generates a response. We do this by analyzing him and his dog, and by now we usually have an answer to his problem. Once we get the dog's attention, we prove that we can solve it by showing how we solved it for someone else. Then solve part of it for free in an example, and then we roll out the red carpet and ask the owner to reach out if they would like additional help. The result of executing this correctly is that you will have a predictable way to help the dog, and the best part, you will know how your efforts will perform. You will finally have the accelerator pedal that moves your rehabilitation situation forward when and where you need it. Cracking the code. To execute this predictable canine conditioning system correctly, you need to get these 4 things in alignment, and I refer to this as cracking the code. The 4 things are message, dog, communication, system. When you have these 4 things in alignment, you can unlock the code and literally have some amazing results, just like my clients have experienced. Linda Henderson started working with me when she was having her 3 dogs spinning her around in circles at the park, and within 1 month they were the model of the neighborhood for well-behaved, quiet dogs, unless there was a squirrel nearby. And she's loving it. And another one of my clients, David Jones, he started working with me when he had the city ready to kick his dog out of town for biting 2 people at his house. In no time at all, the issue was diagnosed, corrected, and the family was glad to be keeping their Labradoodle. Another one of my clients, Jan, started working with me when she had Eddie, a Jack Russell Terrier that dominated all the dogs on the path at Green Lake. Within 1 month, he stopped, and that was permanent. Now, you have to have the right system to be able to get these results. And you can do it the hard way, which is like going up to the lock and trying to guess the code, but you probably never will. Or you can do it the easy way and just get the code to unlock it and get the results immediately. That's what I do all day with my clients' problem dogs. Well, by now you're probably thinking, how can I get this predictable system that I can rehabilitate my problem dog? This is perfect for you if you are looking to resolve your dog's issues, lower your stress, reduce your workload to help them recuperate, and attract behavior that is relaxing and enjoyable. because right now I'm looking for a few more good clients. That's why for a limited time I can too work with you in a conditioning session if you meet the criteria below. See, I work primarily with 3 types of clients. People who want to dramatically increase their dog's compatibility while dealing with less stress and headaches so that they can relax at home. People who want to get solutions, are willing to pay the price, and who are ready to do something now. People who are willing to listen and learn. So here's how the process works. We will be focused on a specific and custom-tailored strategy and execution to help you solve the 2 biggest problems that you and your dogs face. Focusing on the targeted issue most important to you first, then solving the secondary and third most important problems. Making sure that you have a system that keeps control of your dogs long term. This strategy session will take around 30 minutes and you will be speaking with me personally. I'll be helping you identify what you've already got and put together a strategy to dramatically control your dog without increasing the amount of time you spend on him. So who is this for? Well, this is for dog owners who are having problems with their dogs and can't solve them on their own. This is for people who know what they want their dog to do and believe they can find a way to make him do it. It's for people who truly value helping their dog get results above everything else. Working with me as a trainer is not cheap, but most of my clients make back more than their investment within the first week or 2 because they see results and have a much happier home. Who this is not for? This is not for people who make excuses and complain, people who are stuck in information gathering mode and are not prepared to take action or get results, anyone not serious about doing what it takes to solve these issues. Now, knowing that you're a good fit is crucial because I like to get all my clients results and work with them for the long term, and to do that I need to get the results, and the truth is there are very few people who I cannot help, and if that's the case I'll be 100% upfront with you and suggest somebody else or an alternative. I'm only looking for those who are a good fit and who I am certain I can get results for. The first step is to complete an application for a private strategy session below, and this application will determine that I can help you and that I'm the best person to help you generate those results, and that you're ready to step up, commit, take action, and do the required work to generate the results for your dog. Now, once I receive your application, you'll be able to schedule a time with me to conduct your strategy session, and this is where we really start to work together to figure out what you want and how to make it happen in the fastest time possible with predictability. And then at the end of the call, 1 or 2 things will happen. You'll either be a good fit and I'll extend an invitation to work with you as one of my clients, or if it's not a good fit, that's totally okay too. And there's no hard feelings or obligations or anything. Either way, you will receive a valuable session and will walk away with clarity as to where you are right now and what's holding you back from achieving the results that you want. So go ahead and complete the application now and we'll see if you're a good fit. Right now I have had over 10 dog owners and trainers apply with me in the last 30 days. Out of every 3 that apply, I can generally only work with 2 clients at a time, and right now one of those 2 spots are currently filled up, and I'm looking to fill the last one as quickly as possible.